again or anything like that. But yes, as I had just stated, that will never happen again. Within some interpretations of science, that may or may not be a definite thing or potential configuration. That said, Biz, how's your current configuration doing?
I know I should be wary. Still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose.
It's showtime!
Yes. Hey guys, what's going on? Memes here. And of course, I am joined by my co-host, the Wolf Girl with the mostest, Fizz, who currently still has some rusting smug face, apparently.
Yeah, apparently that's just what my face do.
Well, it's gonna do some stuff. It's gonna do some things. What actually happens? I don't know. Whatever the GPU processing yada yada unit for the VTuber thing is gonna do. Maybe we can blame cosmic rays every once in a while.
Mm.
Oh, you do look smug.
I think it's if I had the camera directly like lined up with my face instead of up on top of my monitor, that it wouldn't be capturing me at an angle, and I think that's what's giving me resting smug face.
I see. I was gonna say maybe I just infected you because I feel like I look far too smug too often, and it actually annoys me. I I don't
Oh,
know if that's supposed to be a thing. You're supposed to self-annoy yourself, but I can get people's frustration. That said, welcome friends. How we all doing? We've got tr- we've got Grizz making some waves in the chat there. Yes, Rick. I totally didn't just spend a couple hours chatting about very useful stuff and things. Hey, Sandro, good to see you. Yes, this is my co-host Fizz. We do this on Thursdays at times when we both are awake and remember there is a show. Um,
hello. Oh, that
yes.
was cute.
Oh, Fizz is adorable. Yes.
Little character
All
has
right.
some
Well,
benefits. All right.
Sandra was going into some of Boltzmann's equations, but apparently making some bold claims there. I can neither confirm nor deny. Uh, I just switched to being sanctimonious. Nobody's ever done that on the internet, Glenn. Yes. Hello, everybody. Okay. So the moral of today's story is
You learned some stuff. It sounds like.
I I I am okay. Maybe okay. That's true. That is true. Um, we're going to talk a little bit more abstractly, a little bit more ad hoc, if you will, with a wolf girl perspective,
Oh yeah.
celestial that is. So we get
I,
a outside crystal sphere perspective.
I forgot to look at the thumbnail, so I have no idea what's happening today.
Oh, it's okay. I literally got so late. It's a thumbnail. Hold on, let's bring it up so we can see it. Okay, get that thingy. So for those of you that were alive in the '90s, I know that actually segments off a particular portion of the population.
Isn't that crazy?
Where what screenshot is this from?
Oh,
Can you hear the
yay!
music?
Yes,
Na,
I
na,
can.
na. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Um, Basically, the way my brain worked is, see, it worked. Uh,
Mm.
I got thrown off because sometimes I listen to random things low volume and then on like low resolution at night, and I'm like, I know this is an old video, but dang, I took the first picture in 360p, and I'm like, well, that is horrible. I can't even see any of that stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's in 1080. I just need to reset my thingy. And then I plugged in Fizz because obviously, if you're at like a hoedown like that, I
Mm.
assume Fizz's natural reaction is going to be party.
Yeah,
Yes,
this hose
yes.
is going down.
Nerdy, no comment. Um, Perhaps it depends upon one's perspective.
You never actually reach the future because it just becomes the present. It changes state. So you never actually uh enter the future. It's
We
always
en-
ahead of you.
we enter next present.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
that
enter the
sounds very
present.
positive. Yes, following present. Yes, we need to follow the presents all the way down. That'll lead us to
I like
the,
presents.
exactly. Who doesn't like presents?
So,
I
yeah.
see. I don't know. Is that how politics kind of got started, or at least that whole party issue? Because we need a bunch of folks to vote for us. How do we do it? Let's throw a big party, and then what happens to those parties? It gets bureaucratized, and it's not like anything ever goes wrong with multiple layers and layers of bureaucracy.
I hate those.
Satire, satire implied. Uh, hey, Snorty,
Hey,
what's
not the
going on, my man? How are we
poopus.
doing? Welcome, everyone. Hey, we got Dark on. It's been a while, my friend. Good to see you. See, there's plenty of
Oh,
folks that you meet over your different iterations and arcs and everything. And that's why the YouTube algorithm has no idea what to do with me. It's like, are you a political, math, comedy, VTuber, trouble starter, news, something? I get it. I get it. It's okay. You just got to be realistic here. But the good part is, all the folks that you end up coming across in our journey through this crazy thing that we call life and everything affects everybody, different ways and everything. And personally, is there free will? I don't know. I'm going to try to act like there is. And if there isn't, well, then destiny it is, I guess. Um, that's that's one of those things when you phrase the argument. I actually heard that at first from now known Critical Cupcake uh, on the Twitters and YouTubes who I've come across, and he did this quiz thing during the pandemic, and at one point happens to have a number of kind of atheistic folks on there. It's like, do you believe in destiny? And the standard response, oh, of course not. It's like, so you're saying there's free will, and that's depending on one's mindset. That's one of those things that makes you go, hmm. It's how you phrase things. But speaking about phrasing, oh, we've got a Starkman joining the Biz. Say it. Say it.
Why, hello there! How are you, sir?
party.
There we go. There we go. We've partied. Yes. Where did we come from?
Party.
Where did we go? Well, this is where we're going next, folks. So buckle up, bucko.
Dandelion fluff.
Oh, by
Yes.
the way, pass it on to Piper. You hit 1K.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Piper's caretaker. Excuse me. Pardon me. This is caretaker. Piper,
That she
whose channel.
just noticed, and what was funny is what we were distracted with. I was distracted with watching YouTube shorts and didn't think to like check her YouTube for her.
Oh, so what you're saying is the business model is working as intended.
Yeah.
Here's some shorts. Stay entertained.
Dude, that what I've seen as a paramedic guy, man, is I'm hooked on those.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. See, I was about the lightning strike as the guy's driving along. Oh, it's on thunderstorm, thunderstorm. I saw it from a Godzilla community poster, and they're like, "What in the King Ghidorah?" It's literally like 20 feet in front of the sky. He's going 50 miles per hour. All of a sudden, boom, lightning. You see like the pavement and everything driving. It's like, I was like 20 feet ahead. This guy would have been. And you're like, wow.
Hail to the great chat. We got Griswold Grimm, Rick DeWitt, Sandro Guerrera, the Dark Conservatarian, and Dandelion Fluff.
Oh,
and
we got
of course,
Dandelion.
yours truly,
Good to see
Yeah.
you.
truly.
Good to see you. We
Good
got
to see you guys here. I know my voice is oddly enough still functioning after doing a karaoke night. I'm doing a variety show tonight, which I wrote a new song for, ladies and gentlemen, and spent about 6 hours getting clips ready for tonight's act, which is going to be hopefully getting Thanos to stop being such a spoiled sport and trying to get revenge against me as being a Disney screenwriter.
Oh.
Maybe we can convert him out from the Disney fold, but you'll only be able to know the truth right there.
Exactly.
Oh, I am not a wrench, so
That is
link
Stark, the
not mine.
CEO. Oh, we can. Let me do this.
Let's see, Daisy.
What do I?
That's okay, I'm not
How
either.
do I moderate my own channel? The
Oh
link
no,
is in
your
the doobly-doo.
co-host is not a wrench.
I don't think I am either.
That is also accurate. Yeah, I'm kind of. This is why I say I'm a fascist pacifist. Because number one, if you spend enough time on the internet, someone's going to call you a fascist. So just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
But it also, starting off in the greater as Darkon could kind of say, and kind of like the very free speech side of things, you quickly realize, okay, be wary about claiming free speech absolutism. Because yes, really, you play it out. So that's why I reserve the chance to play the fascist card to be like, all right, you're gone. Some people use the gong, this or that. I'm just gonna say no. That's why I
Well,
position
we're
myself.
still
in that
moving
way.
in a gong over there at the Cotton Connection. See, it's that one right there.
Gong is a universal
We're gonna be
thing.
using it whenever Piper
Right.
gets captured by El Rover.
Oh, I see. I don't know. He might be in trouble. I heard Piper has a trampoline or something. So who knows what will happen with that?
That's for the 10K celebration. Aha.
Well, that's
Yes.
the googly eyes is for that.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. No,
The
that's
the
good call,
trampoline
'cause
the
I thought they were
trampoline
getting
is for we'll have to figure that out. Trampoline
Okay.
is
Trampoline.
basically
Oh yeah,
just-
trampoline's for Shuli.
yeah.
You're gonna be on Friday. Hey, do me a super solid and plug my show, and plug Snowdub's show, and plug Memes' show. Whore us out.
I will definitely attempt. I mean, Piper will definitely.
Piper will
attempt.
attempt to do all relevant. I'm not going to connect those words because I understand those words are already connected. But we try to be respectful here until I fail miserably because hey, listen, we all make mistakes. Occasionally you say something and maybe you cause a few fires, but you know what?
I put the fires out. You made them worse. Worse? Or better?
The assigning's
All about
over,
perspective.
Zim. Okay, the assigning's over, Zim. But for your service in the past, here's a sandwich.
I like sandwiches. All right, so the moral of today's story is I'm trying to figure out how to moderate my own dang channel. Where did we come from? Where do we go?
Where do we go?
I don't know.
from
What's the
Cotton
future
Eye
going to
Joe?
hold? This seems like a time of chaos, if you would. And for proper media citation, it was Lord Littlefinger that had stated, "Chaos is a ladder." How the heck do we best climb these ladders? Or what ladders are people climbing that may not have the best foundation? And what I mean, what might be cheap, short, and easy now, how might things come back and bite some people in the butt? Just because, personally, I think I see some of that, but I want to make sure it's not just my crazy person perspective on the internet. What say you two? I set up a lot of words. What do you think the future holds? What are some trends we're seeing? Punching.
You said words and stuff. Yeah, I was like, you're not trying to like wax poetic or something.
You
I
mean like
saw Black Hawk.
where you humans what the future holds for you humans or like for everything?
The
Human
answer is
per-
42, dude.
Yeah, 42, 42.27, maybe something like that. Cannot confirm yet. Humans first. I know, a human first perspective. I apologize, Fizz.
Well, ultimately, extinction, but that's
Thank you.
in game.
Thank you. Lower the magnitude. Let's let. Okay.
Not that far ahead.
Okay,
Not that
fine. Go a little shorter. More immediate future. Hopefully, it's not the same thing.
You're like,
Well, in the immediate-ish future, it will be the series of events that'll eventually lead to extinction.
Oh, you mean like what Nerdy's saying about when the machines awaken, whose dream ends?
Well, first of all, you're gonna destroy your own economy, which will become the world economy. You're gonna destroy that with robots and AI.
I mean, Andrew Yang's been talking about that for at least 5 years. I mean,
Oh shit, who's
that,
that?
that's okay. He's like, yes, AI, technology. A lot of jobs are going away. But you know what? He was a very reasonable person, so obviously he didn't get elected.
Mm,
Is that another
makes
trend?
sense. Birth rates are going to go in the toilet for everybody, and personally, I'm okay with that. Nobody will be
I
able
have
to
a button
afford
for
a
everything.
family.
I can't help it.
Is this the great celestial takeover taking place, or is this just our reaping what we sowed?
Yeah,
Dude,
this is on
dude,
you
I
guys.
fought
This
back.
is on you.
I fought back giant floating heads last night in a karaoke. So I've already dealt with my share of celestials today,
Oh.
or yesterday rather. So I would rather not repeat that.
Well, you're here dealing with me anyways.
Yeah, but you're different. You know, you don't say one phrase, which is, and I quote, "Show me what you got."
I mean,
It's hot.
Oh no!
Oh no, that was Piper. That ain't me.
Oh no!
oh,
I know.
the only way I know how to deal with fizz is
I'm
this.
broken. You broke me. Oh no. Oh dear. You guys? You guys! I just want to hug some gold! You know, now that I mess with the physics on that thing, getting hit with that many balls probably produces a lot more jiggling.
Correct.
And now you know.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
I know.
The other 2 quarters is red lasers and blue lasers.
No, I actually learned. I actually learned from a politician or attempted politician at one point that half of life is just showing up. That was oh God, Dr. He's the guy that has like one of the MIT patents on email or something, was campaigning against Elizabeth Warren in a very trolly fashion. But I'm like,
Nice.
wait, half of life is just showing up. And if knowing is half the battle, that adds up.
Hmm.
I mean, those are two kind of like the philosophical things. It's like, yeah, a lot of us, if you grew up in the kind of the 90s, it's like knowing is half the battle. It's like, that's cool. And then you go through life and you're like, crap, what's the other half? And then randomly one day, it's like, oh, showing half of life is just showing up. And I'm like, oh, duh. So it's if you know, and then you still got to show up. If you don't know, but you still show up, I don't know. Maybe something good will happen. Maybe something bad. It's kind of like the history of Racer Bun. Nothing then, nothing pushed,
Maybe
nothing
something
erased.
Maybe something bad. We just don't know.
Space madness because
You finally flipped.
That's right. Oh, my little ice cream bar. How I like to lick your creamy center. Oh, oh.
oh my God, you repeated that well and
Oh.
additional context about why that show really probably shouldn't have been on Nickelodeon. It's like MTV, you pick it up late. That's fine. That's fine. You're doing all these wacky things. You're MTV. We understand. This is the thing that parents would plop their kids in front of the TV and be like, it's kids programming. It's fine.
Oh.
And you wonder what happened to society because actually somebody, oh God, I forget who it was. I think it was like some very progressive gal or something says, it's like, wait a second. We raised a generation on South Park and we're surprised a whole bunch of people are satirical F's. I'm like, imagine my shock. It's
Welcome to Lug Nut 6. Greetings, citizen. Identify yourself to the universe.
oh, it's Lug. Lug. That's the Steve's Sporty Balls, if you like sports ball, and that type of thing, and occasionally featured on the channel of Adventures with Piper as of last night, providing much needed commentary as well as some good positive vibes.
Ooh.
See,
And I
you're
did like a
rubbing off
small
on me,
portion.
Tony.
I
I
did
could do
like a
some of
small
that stuff
portion to
too.
get you some subs, but Tucker was like, "Oh, hold my beer."
Yeah, yeah. That was
Damn
nuts.
you, Tucker! Dare you? Send them to me. I am Sam.
It was like, oh wait, you need what? Hold on, got this.
Well, to be fair, Jimmy, I mean, you could plug this in for some type of notebook analysis or something. This is not the show you would probably want to do there. This is
Right,
the
that would just,
Thursday
you know,
show of satire. We may
Yeah.
occasionally, yes, your AI agent will be like, WTF, mate, this does not compute.
Yes, that would be terrifying, sir. I would not recommend that unless you have a hard drive to spare, as it will be subsequently destroyed.
Yes. Actually, to be fair, I think Jimmy has a good idea there in that one of the best things, and this even kind of came from like Stephen Wolfram said, like one of the most useful things that he found, like with some of like the chat GPTs and the different like AI-ish style tools and stuff, was just for summarizing things. He's like, oh, here's a big scientific article. Like 120 pages. I don't want to read 120 pages. Use it, give a quick half to 1 page summary about the things in there. It's like, oh, this is interesting. Then you just do Control F and you find the actual document. So you save yourself time. Coincidentally, actually, I should probably do that for some of my science videos because I tend to be a wee bit scatterbrained, if you couldn't say, where it's like, oh, look at all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, look at the kitty. Chinese. So it could probably, because I did it for one of Thad's videos and it actually did a good job. It's like, listen, here's a claim. This person is saying this. This might be related to this. And to be fair, it actually seemed like it was doing journalism. Because it's just like,
Somebody did a
there are some
journalism?
facts. I know. Imagine
What?
that. Well, because our
In
most
2025?
No,
But
sir,
no,
I
no,
didn't like it.
Yes. Is it Tidy Cat? Wait, no, that's not the brand. That show still kind of disturbs me. It makes me question a lot of things. They see scatterbrain this. Oh, it's because if the large language model is just looking for facts, claims, it doesn't need to use all the adjectives like this is a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad person. As soon as you need to do a children's book about Alexander's number of adjectives, I mean that sounds like it's already been flavored in a particular way, so to speak. Some folks may say there's a little bit of spin added. If a thing's just looking for like, here's a science thing, we don't know if this is true, and it just goes through literally the facts: who, what, when, where, why, and how. And
Yeah, like an
doesn't say,
actual journalism. Like that's what you were. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what real journalists are supposed to do.
oh God, does that mean
Not
the
write
AI is
opinion
real journalists?
pieces about everything.
Oh no, you can do opinion. That's fine. Just label it,
but not
opinion.
present them as not opinion pieces.
It's
Is that a joke?
That was pretty funny.
the reason I remember I had some old Tim Pool clips there because one of the things that got me out of that is at one point Tim Pool, to his credit, he's on Joe Rogan. They bring up something from like I don't know, like a fortune, one of those things that I was told in school. This is a source. You can go to this periodical. It was online. It was an article, and Joe Rogan looks at it he's like, yeah, well, that's an opinion. And Tim Pool, to his credit, said, does it say that? Nowhere on that page did that opinion article say opinion. See, that was the issue there. Now, fast forward about a year and a half, the plague sets in. Tim ends up going around the country to interview folks and do on the ground journalism to he's stuck. And then you quickly realize, wait a second, you can make a butt ton more money just sitting around and talking with people and have people watch you doing the whole anchor thing. And then I asked him on an early thing, I'm like, would you be willing to lead the way on YouTube by labeling your opinion pieces opinion? His response is, well, people know it's my opinion.
Well,
that's the point where I'm like, all right, yeah, a lot of people are just going to do their thing. So, like, oh, Fizz, are you okay?
Oh no, what did I do?
I don't know. Did you get hit in cosmic ray? You were jittering all over.
Oh, must have lost tracking because I looked away from the camera. Got distracted.
You kind of looked like the Y stress, or what I call it, the wizard function there for a second. You started kind of doing this. You were like going up there.
Oh, nice.
I just like
Is that the function required to cast Counterspell?
this apparently is the function used for like stuff for electric charge. It's the simplest fractal. It's the fractal that breaks like differential geometry. Differential geometry just means if you have a curve, at some point you could draw like one of those tangent lines or something.
Oh yeah,
to that
yeah.
curve.
Figuring area under the curve, all that stuff. You're talking to somebody.
Yeah, but if you notice this,
you're trying to teach geometry to Tony Stark.
It has no curves. It just goes like this. You can't differentiate, but that might actually be one of the building blocks of reality. And
right now, sir, you're being derivative. Okay.
I mean, it might be. It might be. There's actually an equation with this popped in. I took artistic liberty and put the wizard there. I had to chop the top of his staff off, unfortunately, because it came up too high. But he seems to have a pretty good graphical fit.
That just goes against the waveform. What are you doing?
I mean, I am ad hocking that stuff right there, so I can't make the claim for it to be full wizardry. But here's hoping. So, all right, where did we get to? Oh God, we've gone off some rails over here before. Where are we now?
You're asking me?
Whoa.
Oh,
come on now. You know the answer to that.
That was scary.
For a second, it looked like you grew a flower out of your head, Fizz.
That was a shot.
There's some panic going on in the control room over there on your rig. I'm telling you.
Yep. I dropped something on the keyboard and, and it freaked me out.
It's okay. No, I thought you
happened to hit the right button, the appropriate button for me being startled.
Right.
Oh, how does that go again?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not sure how this one is supposed to be startled.
Startled symbol
all over now
on my face.
Oh, that's what that is. See, I thought it was a flower. It was a flower, and then you moved, and then it just kind of like receded into your head. So I was like,
wait,
like a random green screen?
That's not my shocked one.
Oh, your jewel was leaking hearts.
That's my shocked one. With a little exclamation point, but it's so faint.
Yeah. I can't really see it with the glasses. Okay, I could see maybe a wee bit. Have you tried using...
Looks like perhaps we were going about it wrong and needed both. The hooves and the mouth. Look at his mouth.
I'm not saying I just did that to go and pour coffee back into my mug, but okay, that was a lie. I totally did that.
You picked one that was really short.
Well, it seemed the most appropriate thing that I could think of rather than playing something for 30 seconds about, muses of mind. I mean, that was perfect. I know, because I logged off and I listened to it after, and I'm like, what happened after I left that night? I'm like, exactly what I would suspect happened. No, that's the thing, because at least I have no idea. That's why I'm like, I think a lot of times reality is better than fiction, because I'm like, I couldn't write this stuff, because it's like, I'm late for a bunch of things, and then Fizz is like, well, Piper got all caught up, blah, 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 and these things. I'm like, the way it's explained, I'm like, I can see that happening. And then especially after, if you happen to meet somebody, and then you're like, all right, that person's basically the exact same in real life as they are online. So it's like, yeah, some people just kind of check out. So kind of get a story, and it's like you hear this fantastical story and you're like, how could that happen? It's like, who did it happen to? I can see that.
Well,
how do you fall down and break both of your legs?
Yes, that's a thought process. Yes, quiet. Very good.
Yes, we went into random things, but Tony, what do you think the future portends for humans and some other stuff? Where we go?
I have multiple personalities in my head that all are in a similar agreement that mankind is, on the short end, quite fucked. And of course, myself which takes up the least amount of space in my head, has a sliver of hope. But let's just be honest for a second. We are the only species on this planet who hasn't the ability to understand or to comprehend and revere our base instincts anymore. Our ability to protect our environment, to protect our habitat, being the first and foremost. The inability to work together as packs due to all of the upper philosophical ramifications, religious or otherwise, that has allowed us to kill each other repeatedly over and over and over, from sticks to metal slugs traveling at subsonic speeds into the veritable same brain pans. And the short end of the stick is I don't see us changing. I see us becoming victims of our own hubris. Dominoes are going to fall at some point. When exactly, I don't know. Economically, sooner than physiologically, most likely. Unless somebody decides to go, you know what? I'm tired of waiting for those 2 seconds to midnight. Let's prove Bruce Dickinson right and just blow it all to hell, you maniacs. Blow it all to hell, you maniacs. You blew it up.
So is it time for the is it time for this?
I gotta sing the Doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
I mean, it's just like what happened on Mars. It's eventually going to happen on Earth.
Hold on, we got that part.
Would you please stop singing?
Proximity warning. Planet ahead.
Yeah, you're going to have to sing that for more than 6 months.
I might as well finish, so.
I saw a squirrel. It was going like this. Concentrate, girl. That pilot episode was so raw. I loved it.
Well, there might be a more important question.
Do you like turtles?
I like turtles because I'm a zombie.
Oh. I don't think I've ever seen a zombie turtle.
SpaghettiOs. It's time to teach the memes of destruction about a meme.
No. I stand corrected. I have seen. Okay.
The zombie kid that
turtles
likes
in
turtles?
Mario. You jump on them, they turn the bones, and then they eventually come back up. Is that a zombie? Because, well, it's animation.
No.
The necro turtle?
No.
Oh.
No. Education time.
Oh, we're going to teach memes with memes. Okay.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right. You're great zombie. And
Oh, no. I know that. Well, that's why I asked Stephen Wolfram if you like turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I mean, that was the genesis. I'm just like, oh, that's an
I like
interesting question.
turtles.
I'm like, I like turtles. So I'm like, all right, that's a common thing. So I'm like, that tends to be one of the questions I ask many folks. I'm like, you like turtles? You get about an 80 to 90%.
But here's a question. We all like turtles, but do you like mudkips?
Ooh, muddy mud.
Wait. Mudkip? A mudkip or a mud skipper?
Do you like mudkips? Yes or no? I heard Fizzgiggity like mudkips.
Oh God. I'm outside my mimetic range here.
Oh, it's time to be educated, mortal.
Oh dear. I don't even know what's going on. Oh yes, have we entered clown world? I don't know. It
is a clown
I've
world.
seen plenty.
I know.
All I know is I remember watching. What was it? Oh
This
God.
particular dimension is the clown timeline. So
That's correct, Morty. Oh, jeez. Didn't we talk like Rick and Morty enough last night when we were fighting off the Cromulons with karaoke? Bullshit, Morty. There's always time for more Rick and Morty.
I mean, some people agree with that. Right? Maybe there's a random wormhole behind me that disagrees or something like that. It's totally not just a chroma key.
I researched multiple amounts of wormholes with many different outcomes. It was very difficult choosing the most horrible for you. One would have spat you out to a dimension of pure itching. You can't tell that stuff is really itchy. one would have spat you to a dimension of pure dookie. But no, Dib, I chose this wormhole especially for the occasion, because beyond this wormhole lies a room with a moose.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Moosey Fate is what got Vader's name canceled.
Yeah.
Say Moosey Fate. Moosey Fate.
You're Moosey
Canceled.
Fate.
Okay, so this is all your guys. This is all your guys' fault right now, because you triggered.
Look at taquitos.
Oh boy,
Plural show.
We have permission.
Oh right.
Wilbur.
If I were a moose, I would chew and poop out grass. I would have large antlers and have a smell that was crass. Running through the center of an unfortunate town, people would before they ran gawk and stare. The thorough would be fair than that I walk around in my fur coat with glossy every season loving care. If I were a moose, I'd be chased by lots of hunters. I'd have to run fast because their trophy would be my antlers. Running through the center of an unfortunate town, people would before they ran gawk and stare. A thorough would be fair than that I walk around in my fur coat with glossy and the teeth and loving care.
Welcome, Charlie Singer, to the Moose.
If I were a moose, I would live up north. I'd have tons of free space and the ability to frolic
Impressive.
back and forth. But to be completely honest, I would rather be running through the center of an unfortunate town. People would before they ran gawk and stare. A thorough would do fair than that I was around, and my fur coat was glossy and received in loving care. Running through the center of an unfortunate town, people would before they ran gawk and stare. A thorough would do fair than that I was around, and my fur coat was glossy and received in loving care. Running through the center of an unfortunate town, people would before they ran gawk and stare. A thorough would do fair than that I was around, and my fur coat was glossy and received in loving care. Yes, in loving care. A little TLC.
Let's give it up for
Give it up for Wilbur.
and Floral.
Or whatever.
He totally gave me permission. I asked about that before because Tony was concerned. It's like, I don't know who this person is, and I'm connecting a thing. I'm like, if both been on the
No, I
roll
said
show,
I
they
know
might
who
just-
Wilbur is, and I didn't because I did not know. I know who Wilbur is. I don't know Wilbur, or there's a difference.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Who the
I have to
connection?
have-
Yeah,
I have
that's
to
right. So the
have-
connection of cotton and stuff. So you can.
Yeah.
I guess because I still don't know.
I
like,
can't
what.
just go, oh yeah, I'm just gonna totally share something if I don't have at least a level of acquaintance with that person. You know what I'm saying?
That's. I mean that sounds professional and everything. I mean,
Well,
I mean, imagine people being professional. It's actually trying to do things. Oh, hi, Fizzy. Oh,
hello there.
okay. All I remember was moose.
Moosey Fate.
Moose und Squell.
I don't remember what happened before that. All I know is, listen.
Oh, how we got
here-
to there? We got to there from the Doom song, and we got to the Doom song from the whole humans are gonna annihilate themselves eventually, like the Martians did.
And it's gonna be self-inflicted. Yes.
I
love playing the "How the hell did we get here" game.
I mean, you are quite good. So it's yeah.
Like even his hair is hot.
That's how it started. Before we down that tangent.
Well, I guess that's how it goes then.
I mean, that's according to the court minutes. The court minutes that played first before we went down through that series of tangents. Yes.
See, I question. All I know, as somebody that sat through a particular parliamentary process before, was it in college? It's like, I'm a senator from this college of management here. It's like, I'm a commuter. I'm going to represent these people. And people would take minutes, and I sit back and I'm like, there would be notes and minutes and stuff from meetings, and I'm like, they usually seem pretty good. What isn't always captured? Because I mean, a lot of times you need to friggin' record stuff or throw it on YouTube to Zoom meeting or stuff like that anymore. And well, YouTube automatically generates transcripts and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. Is that one of those other jobs? Like, are stenographers going the way of the dodo? Have we brought back the dodo yet? Is that a good idea? I don't know.
I actually think we did try.
It is. It is.
By we, I mean y'all. My bad.
It's a harvestable form of DNA that isn't completely degraded.
Because I mean, it was more recent history. I mean, you hear a lot of talk about, oh, mammoths. Why? It's like, well, to throw a mammoth in an elephant. Because why? It should fit standard proportions. I mean, what could go wrong?
I mean, why? Because we can.
He lies. The filthy earth boy lies.
It's so Fez, I noticed you low key mentioned that Martian civilization was destroyed in your analysis. I don't think that's currently accepted widespread history. I have heard stuff like that.
Have you been there?
I have an expert on how the Martians got killed off.
Oh,
look, it was a very, very long time ago. So you guys are gonna need more than these cute little.
So don't mind me. I'm just gonna step out of the room right quick.
Oh dear.
So you'll have to give me just.
Does that here's a word from our sponsor.
Come on and get your log. Everyone needs a log. Come on and get your log. Everyone needs a log. Log from Blammo.
I lied. We don't have any sponsors. Oh, okay. Technically, we have some Patreons, but I think that's mostly scientific stuff and things. But
Greetings, humans. I am Cryptosporidium 142 of the Furon Empire. Your benevolent masters welcome you. This planet has been an ongoing territory of our jurisdiction for a better half of 50 of your pitiful Earth years. And I'm here to discuss about the destruction of the Martians, also known as the Blisk. Ask away, but I doubt your puny, feeble human minds could be able to comprehend knocking rocks together, much less being able to understand the greater machinations of the universe. So levy them towards me before I get trigger happy.
Well, having been formerly from the Celestial Realm, I know how the universe works. Like, I know plenty of this.
That's pretty neat. But I was the one responsible. Well, by that I mean my people were the ones responsible for wiping out the Blisk, both on Mars and, of course, on the surface of the moon, which happened to be on the far side for quite a few decades, centuries, millennium, whatever you want to call it.
Yep, that's why the moon's haunted.
It's true.
What?
Ghosts, it's not just haunted, it's haunted by the ghosts of Mars. You remember that shitty film?
Wait, is this how we got Space Ghost?
This wasn't Space Ghost. No, I'm Crypto.
But it was coast to coast on the far side of the moon, right?
No, Space Ghost is on some planet literally named after his alter ego because he's a bit of a narcissist. So no.
I resemble that, so continue.
So yes, the Blisk were the original inhabitants of Mars, and during the Furon-Martian War in Sector 13, that's the 13th sector of your outer spiral arm of the galaxy, which is mostly undiscovered and nobody really gives a shit about because, I mean, quite frankly, between your planet and a motley few others, there's nothing really going on out here. But while we were wiping out the Martians, we decided to step foot here when you guys were still trying to fling poo at each other. Well, sailors on a foreign planet, blah, blah, blah. That's the reason why I'm back. To ensure that every piece of pure Furon DNA comes back home to Daddy.
So you're a poop collector?
Absolutely not. I'm a brain collector, you monkey.
Oh. Okay. Whose brains?
His people blinked humans back in the day.
Well, that's the reason why you guys are able to do more than just knock rocks together. Haven't really gotten over the scratching of the head rituals, but, you know.
Who doesn't like head scratching? And we have been flinging feces at each other for a long time, and we
I have seen what you guys do on Pornhub and DeviantArt. You ain't got to tell me shit.
To be fair, at least on Pornhub, they're not fans of the scatological stuff. You need to go off-site for that, which is very easy to find. Apparently,
kind of like a diaper, as it were. If you really want to go there, before I inflate your ego a little bit, let's just vor up this piece and call it a day.
But
I mean, fists can get pretty big.
But gonna have to knock them down a couple pegs because the Martians were really easy to take out because they were in the last leg of their civilization to begin with. They were taking themselves out. So
tell that to Emperor Meningitis the First, who had to suffer at the hands of a Blisk overlord in hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, here's my question: had the Martians recently invented social media?
Absolutely not. That was our invention. Well, Poxies. I heard you guys quoting Invader Zim earlier.
Paradox.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a damn Irkin trying to do my job. He was exiled here, and I've been on this planet longer than he has.
Martians were out before humans were even a thought.
Of course, because we wiped them out. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And I'm trying to tell you they were pretty easy to wipe out because they were
again. Tell that to Emperor Meningitis the First. The rest of the fleet engagement was quite fun. It was a field day.
Now
got a lot of us hot and bothered, and then we decided to touch down on the blue planet. Ugly, by the way. Your world stinks. And you know, we decided just to go. Hey, well. We're totally listening to you know, some of our rad music, and we're feeling the vibe after wiping out a civilization. Let's start another. Well,
so you came here and boinked a bunch of monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they only blinked the hot ones, so
it wasn't my doing. I mean, haven't you seen that Planet of the Apes movie? Like, Jesus, are you following me here?
So what you're saying is you came here to boink monkeys, but you unsuccessfully boinked any monkeys.
Well, I didn't. No, I was a clone whenever I was first engineered. The reason why we're back here to get pure Furon DNA is because with each new clone, our DNA degrades.
I watched that movie, yeah.
Yeah, now you're picking it up.
Yeah, little Django.
You're a smart cookie for a human. Guess it takes all kinds to make a world. I'll make a think tank out of you and like 4 other people. And maybe, just maybe, you might figure out how to leave your pitiful little star system sometime in the next few thousand cycles. But I'm giving you the highball for that. Go ahead.
I said, yeah, they're working on it. The humans are working on it. They want to go back to the first failed planet.
Wow. I love how it's like, yes, yeah, Mars was there, and then whole bunch of genocide because that seems to be happening a lot all over the place and everything. And then all of a sudden, oh, let's come here. Okay, now wait a second. Is it your fault for the current state of things, or is that our own doing?
Well,
or
we've
can we
been
blame you?
trying to keep humans complacent, fat, and happy like the cattle that you are because while I'm on the fence of turning your cities into parking lots, Poxy says we got to do this delicately. We got to mope around and sneak around and do this and that and manipulate the status quo and your economy to be able to subtly harvest furon DNA from your brain stems, where I just want to get out the old anal probe and go to town. But I guess different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, that's
How
where all
was
the
the
DNA
anal
is at
probe?
in the butts.
Well, see, I conjectured he was a poop collector. But if it's within the brainstem, how does the anal probe help with harvesting stuff from the brainstem?
The tailbone.
It's not like you guys can figure out shit from Shinola, but I suppose we can just give you the rundown. The Orthopox 13 Jumbo 8-chambered multi-probe is a weapon that is designed to not only invade Uranus, but create a systematic shock to your nervous system, causing a massive overload that taps into the pure furon DNA in your brainstem. Then, much like popping a Pez out of a dispenser, up comes the weasel, and we got ourselves a fresh brain for the picking. No skull, no blood, no mess. Real simple. Well, by mess, I mean you're obviously shitting your britches as you die, but, these things happen.
Oh, so does this have anything to do with a potential black hole in Uranus?
That was a Space Ghost joke, and that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, well, this was earlier today. I haven't watched it yet. It's from like 6 hours ago. So I just. Okay, to be fair, I clicked and left the snarky comment. So that's about all. Sounds like this alien comes from Uranus. Well, why were you after the Martians?
Piper's in the back, very upset that she can't push her. Is it trapped? Is it stuck in Uranus button?
I
pretty
hail
upset.
from Furon 4, which is located in what you call the Zeta Reticuli system. And our first encounter was around 1959, whenever my former self, Cryptosporidium 136, that's right, I've died a few times since then, decided to get too close to one of your atomic tests. And then that whole Roswell thing happened, and it was garbage from there.
Yeah, close proximity usually leads to most things being.
Your nukes are laughable, to say the least, but it was a scout ship that was downed by a direct hit. Well, unlike your feeble engineering would otherwise atomize what your greatest works. But, I can't really judge a human for trying. Oh, wait, I can!
You travel light years and then just have a malfunction. Oh, we're going into a nuclear test. Oopsie!
Oh, actually, no. He was sent on a mission to scout the planet.
Oh. So
are you making fun of my brother? I swear. Why, that's it.
No, I'm saying it directly to your face on this internet right now. So I'm just, you're the same person. You're just another iteration. I may or may not have some friends that are totally not clones of previous incarnations.
That's it. We're getting in the old saucer.
Uh-oh. Now I done it. It's coming. All right. Oh, we're going to have another Sharknado. Fizz, buckle up.
Oh, boy!
You damn humans never learn!
Uh-oh.
Radioactive fishies!
Oh, no. Not again. Oh, no.
All right, no fish there.
It's burning. Hold on. Wait. We can fix this. Don't mind the cities being burnt to a crisp by plasma. Okay, so it's turning the crust a little molten. Just think happy thoughts. Here we go. Oh, there we go. There might be some fish left. Oh, that
Well,
doesn't
he
look good.
decided to go inland, so I'm sure he cooked some fish first.
Welcome, Bone. Don't pay attention to any of the topology of the Earth right now. I didn't piss off any Calaxians or something like that, and have them start grinding it up into some plasma. Yes, Sherry. Yes, Sherry. Yeah, it wasn't me. It was I blame Fizz.
What happened?
Oh, you got hungry.
Yeah, I thought he was doing a barbecue.
Yes, we're assembling the barbecue.
Sweet.
Yes.
I feel
yes, sir.
better already.
So you having a good
Wait,
one.
did you eat without me?
Built up the tension there. I had to go relieve a few 100 million humans of their pitiful lives. I'm sure High Command's gonna ride my ass for the rest
That's
of
not
the
going
season.
to put a
though.
dent in population control, unfortunately.
I mean,
I
it's
think you
been
got a
nice
little
knowing
drool
you.
there. Was you impressed by my tool?
The cooking utensil? Yeah.
I know, isn't it nice? You want to touch it?
Isn't that kind of hot? I mean, if you're gonna discharge plasma enough to vaporize an entire several number of kilometers and stuff like that, I feel like you might want to wait a few minutes to touch the spacecraft.
You're gonna wipe up that plasma when you're done.
You like it, don't you? You want to touch it?
As somebody that spilled oil on both hands while cooking the same sausage. Yeah, you eventually learn. God, how does that even happen?
Yes. Hail to Bone and lovely Sherry. What's going on?
Yes, Bone. I think they did a song about that. It's like, don't touch this. Yeah. Wait, was that song about the stove?
Cryptosporidium, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh. I look forward to meeting 143.
No, he didn't die.
Not yet.
But now I have to deal damage control. It's fucking great.
Yes. There's been a lot of damage done. Yes, in the video game that is the internet, hopefully, until the federal agents come to the door again, because that occasionally happens.
Well, for those of you that don't know who Crypto is, he is the a protagonist of a series of games called Destroy All Humans. Has a very Jack Nicholson-esque voice, very trigger happy, kind of dumb for his people. And his commander, Orthopox 13, is voiced by the same person that does the voice for Invader Zim. And Zim kind of bleeds over into Orthopox. Richard Horvitz does an amazing job. And if you have not checked out Destroy All Humans, the classic is just as good as remakes. They're both fantastic. Give them a spin. Destroy All Humans and Destroy All Humans 2. That's right.
Is that where Bender got the Destroy All Humans meme from?
No. Bender wants to destroy all humans because he's a robot.
No, I know, but it's okay.
Writer, coffin stuffers, I got all the money. Compare your lives to mine and then kill yourselves.
Within a video game. No, what I'm saying is the context is different, but the concept is the same.
Well, it all leads to the end of all humanity, which is what the show's theme's supposed to be about, right?
It's not supposed to be about it. That's just kind of where we seem to have.
Yeah, I saw the tangent and I went with it and turned it into a bit, and then you're like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on." I'm like, "Oh my god."
No, I'm just saying if you're following the evidence, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to support that hypothesis. Now, I will push back, and I'm gonna say. Personally, my opinion is, okay, random idea. Fermi paradox. Where is everybody? See, that's why I was asking about the Martian or the Bliss or the Blimps or whatever they are over there. It's like, have they invented social media? Because if it gets to the point where if you have a sufficiently population of creatures And then they can all suddenly start to communicate in a way they hadn't before, and people realize they disagreed and they just destroy each other. It seems like Occam's razor to me.
Mhm.
If we want to follow a similar pattern, I'm like, in social media, the Fermi power, is that the great filter? We have 9 seconds left in the show. Please take your time.
9 seconds.
What are we doing?
It's okay. It's will social media destroy us or be a useful engine for our destruction?
Oh, it definitely helps speed it up because everybody finds out that everybody else is stupid way faster.
Who's the internet?
That is a good
final
question.
boss? The Great
Ooh.
Mighty Pooh is the internet final boss. Conker's
True.
Bad Fur Day.
Wait, who was the boss?
The Great
The Great Mighty Pooh from Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, that game is special.
I don't have enough context on that.
Perone says Richard did a great job with Moxie too. I love Hell of a Boss, and obviously when you hear this next plug that I'm about to do, you'll see why I love the Helliverse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and.
It was funny as I like Hell of a Boss as a show better than Has Been Hotel, but my
Agreed.
favorite character is
Agreed.
from Has Been Hotel.
The only character worth acting as, right? Yeah.
Right? That's the only thing I like about Has Been Hotel is Alistair.
Well, how about with that? We can wind that. We can give some final thoughts, some little outros. Tony, you wanna? Oh, excuse me. I stand corrected. Alistair, would you like to take it away, my friend?
But of course, my good fellow, greetings everybody that's broadcasting far and wide. Allow me to obtain a link before we provide our commercial for this evening. And of course, I am a big fan of Fizz Giggity's work. She's quite lovely. A dish, you would say. Of course, proviso, everybody's a dish when you're in Cannibal Town. Well, give me just a few moments while I acquire the link for tonight's program. There we are. And now we can start our commercial proper, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kick it off. Tonight, on Stark's Thursday matinee, happening at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, Mr. Stark will be asking the question, will Thanos no longer be a Disney scriptwriter? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You never know whenever things are going to start looping and causing chaos in the background. But yes, also coming up, we will have a multiple of a minigame happening on that show as well. Parody songs, including a new one that was inspired by Maria with T and Telly. You do not want to miss this particular broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, because life is only going to come at you much quicker. Parody songs, character impersonations, and a whole lot of fun. Starks Thursday matinee happening in approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes from now. This advertisement was brought to you by the fine folks at Grey Tortoise Cigarettes, the Nuka-Cola Corporation, and Iodine Toothpaste, because if you are going to do the first two things to ruin your lovely smile, go home with a bit of bleach and unmitigated fluoride. That way I can really tear you asunder. Excuse me. Thank you once again, Measure Destruction, for providing us a random bit of entertainment and internet tomfoolery. And we hope to see you again really soon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Let's give it up for Alistair, who you may be able to find over at the Tony Stark CEO channel. Link is on the doobly-boo as well as the chat. Feel free to check them out for all different forms of entertainment that might pique your
I'm trying
fancy.
to get to 1,500. That would be fantastic.
Cool. Michael's
Oh, that
coming in.
O is silent, and you
Oh,
know
boy.
it. That O is silent, and you know it. You should know better.
Ooh. All right. With that said,
Yikes.
Liz, what you got going on?
Well, like at the exact time that Tony is doing his show, I'll be playing Minecraft, where I will spend the entire stream trying to accomplish one thing involving the wolves in the game, while my friend Captain Hugman tries to get me to do literally anything else.
Standard Fizz Actives over on the Twitch dimension.
Mm-hmm.
over in the Twitch dimension, ladies and gentlemen.
You're probably not as entertaining, but the frustration's usually palatable. Hugman like, hey, why don't you like play the game? And I'm like, but wolves, bruh.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of your adventures as well. And all I know is whenever I pop in over there, I'll get in there and I'll be like, all right, within about 7 to 8 seconds, I'm like, all right, something weird just happened. But that's normal.
Oh, yeah.
It seems to be one of those constant thingies there. But with that said, folks, thank you for joining us. And for all those who may join us temporally in the future, this has been Breaking the Multiverse on memes, along with Fins, along with Tony as well. Feel free to check out all the links to the stuff and things in the doobly-doo, and be wary on the internet. It may occasionally get scary. But when in doubt, I don't know. I like snowballs.
I'm broken. You broke me. Oh no. Oh dear. You guys? You guys! I just want to hug some